whatever. It seems to work for some people. One of the questions I always get, and you're a nephrologist, so you're the guy, man. I've talked to Ted Naiman, I've talked to Stu Phillips about protein and wiping out your kidneys. Can you tell me, does protein destroy your kidneys? And I kind of know what I think the answer is, but it's good to hear it. And then, so let me hear your take on that. And then I want to talk to you about people that already have renal disease, and then how do you manage that with regard to protein? Because I know there's still even some controversy about that. So let me just hear a quick take on your thoughts on protein and kidney.
Yeah,
And then
so we'll start with where this sort of thing came from. So in chronic kidney disease, what happens is that you have a lot of metabolism to urea. So urea is sort of a waste product of sort of protein metabolism, that kind of thing. So the kidneys excrete a lot of urea. So the idea had always been that if you're eating a lot of protein and you have kidney disease already, then it's not good because you're going to not be able to excrete all the urea. It doesn't really mean that it's going to hurt the kidneys. It just means this urea is going to build up more than if you didn't have as much urea. So, but this was from about, I don't know, like 30 years ago, maybe. It was basically very hand waving, like, hey, it makes the urea go up and urea is high, so therefore it's bad for the kidney. Not real scientific. So they tested it, probably like 15 years ago in a big trial in the NIH, and they're like, okay, well, does low protein diets help kidney disease? And the answer was basically no. It made no difference. You ate a lot of protein, you ate a little protein, really made no difference whatsoever to people with chronic kidney disease. So eating a low protein diet, which had been sort of a staple of what the renal dietitians had always promoted, had really no evidence behind it. So then, but that idea was there from about 15, 20 years ago. So then it kind of trickled into this whole thing that, hey, protein's going to kill your kidney. So they did a couple analyses on big renal trials in people without CKD, so sort of or mild CKD, sort of less than stage 3 out of 5 sort of thing, right? So stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, those are more severe. If you have relatively normal kidney disease, does a lot of protein damage your kidneys? And the answer was basically no. So it didn't make any difference whatsoever. And it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference either if you have kidney disease or if you don't have kidney disease. It really wasn't that bad for you. Like, there's a lot of things that you need to worry about in kidney disease. Eating too much protein is probably one of the very lowest ones on the list. I mean, obviously high blood pressure is way up there. Diabetes, of course, is way up there. So, switching to eating a whole lot of carbohydrates, which is going to make your sugars go up, not a really good idea, because type 2 diabetes, way worse for your kidneys than a lot of protein, which we're not even sure if is bad for your kidneys or not. So there may be some people think there's some animal data and stuff, but the truth is that there's really no data, no human data that's that really shows it. It's one of these urban myths.
So and obviously